Hello there and welcome. I'm so glad you've joined me today for this important conversation about keeping your legs strong and healthy as you age. Today, we're going to talk about something that might not be on your radar, but is absolutely crucial for maintaining strong legs as you age: vitamins and minerals. These tiny but mighty nutrients play a tremendous role in keeping your muscles functioning, your bones strong, and your nerves firing properly. All essential components for leg strength and mobility. Whether you're noticing that stairs are getting a bit harder to climb, you're concerned about fall risks, or you simply want to stay active and independent for years to come, understanding these key nutrients can make a world of difference. And the good news? Small changes to your diet or supplementation routine, with your doctor's guidance, of course, can yield significant improvements. So let's dive in and discover the essential vitamins for leg strength that can help you stay on your feet and moving confidently through life. The challenge of aging legs. Before we talk about solutions, let's briefly understand what happens to our legs as we age. You may have noticed changes yourself. Perhaps you don't feel as steady as you once did, or you tire more quickly when walking. These changes aren't just in your imagination. After about age 30, we naturally begin losing muscle mass at a rate of about 3 to 8% per decade, with the pace accelerating after age 60. This natural age-related muscle loss is called sarcopenia. At the same time, our bones can become less dense and more fragile, a condition known as osteoporosis. This double challenge affects our leg strength, balance, and overall mobility. But here's the encouraging news. While some degree of these changes is natural, the rate and severity can be significantly influenced by nutrition, especially certain key vitamins and minerals that support muscle function and bone health. Let's explore these vital nutrients that can help keep your legs strong and functional throughout your golden years. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Let's start with what many experts consider the star player for maintaining leg strength in older adults. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin because our bodies produce it when our skin is exposed to sunlight. Vitamin D is crucial for both muscle and bone health. Unfortunately, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, and many seniors don't get enough sun exposure to begin with. How does vitamin D help your legs specifically? It works in several important ways. First, it's essential for calcium absorption in your gut. Without enough vitamin D, your body simply can't properly use the calcium you consume, regardless of how much calcium-rich food you eat. And without enough calcium, your bones, including the large bones in your legs, can weaken over time. Second, vitamin D plays a direct role in muscle function. It activates special receptors in your muscle fibers that help with protein synthesis, the process of building and maintaining your muscles. Studies show that seniors with higher vitamin D levels typically have better muscle strength, particularly in the legs and core. Third, it supports nerve function, helping the signals from your brain reach your muscles effectively, which improves coordination and reduces fall risk. In fact, research has shown that adequate vitamin D supplementation can reduce fall risk by up to 22% in older adults. That's significant. So, where can you get vitamin D? While sunlight is the most natural source, many seniors need additional sources. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna are excellent sources. Egg yolks contain modest amounts. Fortified foods like milk, orange juice, and certain cereals For many older adults, especially those in northern climates or who don't get outside much, supplements may be necessary. The recommended intake for seniors is typically around 800 to 1,000 IU per day, but this can vary based on your specific situation, current levels, and health conditions. Calcium, the bone builder. Working hand in hand with vitamin D is calcium, the mineral most associated with bone health. Calcium doesn't just build your bones, it helps maintain their strength throughout your life. Think of your bones like a calcium bank. Your body continuously withdraws and deposits calcium as needed. If you're not consuming enough calcium, your body will keep withdrawing from your bones without making enough deposits, eventually leading to weaker bones. Beyond bone health, calcium is essential for muscle contraction. Every time you take a step, climb stairs, or stand up from a chair, your muscles need calcium to function properly. Without sufficient calcium, muscle weakness can develop, compounding any bone fragility issues. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing calcium, which means we need to be even more conscious about getting enough. Good sources include dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, fortified plant-based milks like almond or soy milk, leafy greens such as kale and collard greens, canned sardines or salmon with bones, fortified cereals, and juices. The recommended calcium intake for adults over 60 is about 1,200 milligrams per day. However, it's important to spread your intake throughout the day, as your body can only absorb about 500 milligrams at a time. Vitamin K, the unsung hero. While vitamin D and calcium often get the spotlight, vitamin K deserves special attention for its crucial role in bone health and, by extension, leg strength. Vitamin K activates proteins that help regulate where calcium goes in your body. It's like a traffic director, helping to ensure that calcium goes into your bones where it's needed, rather than into soft tissues like arteries, where it can cause problems. There are two main forms of vitamin K. Vitamin K1, found primarily in leafy green vegetables. Vitamin K2, found in fermented foods and some animal products. Both are important, but K2 appears to be particularly beneficial for bone health. It works synergistically with vitamin D, making both more effective when taken together. Good sources of vitamin K include leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens, fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese food, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, some cheeses, especially aged varieties. Unlike some other vitamins, severe vitamin K deficiency is relatively rare. However, subtle insufficiencies are common and can impact bone health over time. The good news is that including plenty of green vegetables in your diet can help ensure adequate intake. I'd love to hear from you. Do you include any of these vitamin K-rich foods in your diet regularly, or do you find it challenging to incorporate them? Share your favorite calcium or vitamin K-rich recipes in the comments below. Your ideas might help someone else watching this video. Vitamin B12, the nerve supporter. Now let's talk about a vitamin that's critical for something many people don't associate with leg strength: your nervous system. Vitamin B12 plays a vital role in maintaining the health of your nerves, which are essential for proper muscle function and coordination. B12 helps maintain the myelin sheaths, the protective covering around your nerves that allows them to transmit signals efficiently. When these signals are clear and strong, your muscles respond better to commands from your brain. This improves coordination, balance, and overall muscle function. Unfortunately, B12 absorption becomes more difficult as we age. This is because our stomachs produce less acid, which is needed to separate B12 from the proteins in food. By some estimates, up to 30% of adults over 60 may have some degree of B12 malabsorption. The best sources of vitamin B12 are animal products, meat, especially organ meats like liver, fish and shellfish, eggs, dairy products. For vegetarians and vegans, fortified foods like nutritional yeast, plant milks, and breakfast cereals can provide B12. Given the absorption challenges, many seniors benefit from B12 supplements or even injections if deficiency is severe. The recommended daily intake for adults is 2.4 micrograms. But because absorption is less efficient with age, your doctor might recommend more. Signs that you might be low in B12 include tingling or numbness in your legs, difficulty walking, fatigue, and memory problems. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's worth discussing B12 testing with your healthcare provider. Vitamin C, the tissue maintainer. Vitamin C might be best known for immune support, but it plays a crucial role in maintaining the integrity of tissues throughout your body, including those in your legs. This powerful antioxidant is essential for producing collagen, a protein that forms the structure of your tendons, ligaments, and even the organic components of your bones. Without sufficient vitamin C, these tissues can weaken over time, contributing to joint instability and reduced leg strength. Additionally, vitamin C helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which can damage muscles and joints. This is particularly important for older adults, as inflammation tends to increase with age. Fortunately, vitamin C is abundant in many fruits and vegetables. Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits, bell peppers, especially red ones, strawberries and kiwi fruit, broccoli and Brussels sprouts, tomatoes. While severe vitamin C deficiency, scurvy, is rare in developed countries, many older adults don't consume enough fruits and vegetables to get optimal levels. The recommended daily intake is about 75 to 90 milligrams for adults, with slightly higher amounts, around 120 milligrams, often recommended for seniors. Unlike some other vitamins we've discussed, vitamin C is water-soluble, meaning your body doesn't store excess amounts. This makes it important to include vitamin C-rich foods in your daily diet. Vitamin E, the muscle protector. Lastly, in our vitamin roundup, let's discuss vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect your muscle cells from damage. As we age, oxidative stress increases in our bodies. Think of oxidative stress as rust forming on metal. Over time, it causes deterioration. In our muscles, this oxidative damage can accelerate muscle loss and impair function. Vitamin E helps combat this process by neutralizing free radicals, the unstable molecules that cause oxidative damage. It also supports recovery after physical activity, which is particularly important as recovery times tend to lengthen with age. Good sources of vitamin E include nuts, particularly almonds and hazelnuts, seeds, especially sunflower seeds, vegetable oils like sunflower and safflower oil, spinach and other dark leafy greens, avocados. Most adults need about 15 milligrams of vitamin E daily. While supplements are available, they should be approached with caution. High-dose vitamin E supplements may interact with certain medications, including blood thinners. As always, consult with your healthcare provider before starting any supplement. Vitamin Synergy. Now that we've covered these important individual vitamins, I want to emphasize something crucial. These nutrients don't work in isolation. In fact, they're most effective when they work together, what scientists call nutrient synergy. The most well-known example is the partnership between vitamin D and calcium. You can consume all the calcium in the world, but without sufficient vitamin D, your body simply can't absorb and use it effectively. This duo is essential for maintaining bone density. Similarly, vitamin K works with both vitamin D and calcium in a fascinating three-way partnership. While vitamin D ensures calcium absorption, vitamin K directs that calcium to your bones rather than allowing it to deposit in soft tissues like blood vessels. This trio, D, K, and calcium, forms the cornerstone of bone health. Antioxidants like vitamin C and E also complement each other. They work through different mechanisms to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress throughout your body, including in your leg muscles and joints. This synergy is why health professionals often recommend getting nutrients from whole foods when possible. A diverse diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats naturally provides these nutrients in balanced proportions that work together effectively. Don't forget protein and minerals. While vitamins are our focus today, I'd be remiss not to mention two other crucial nutrients for leg strength: protein and magnesium. Protein is the building block of muscle tissue. Without adequate protein, your body simply doesn't have the raw materials needed to maintain muscle mass, let alone build new muscle. This becomes even more important as we age, as our bodies become less efficient at using protein. Current research suggests that older adults need more protein than younger adults, about 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. Good sources include lean meats and poultry, fish and seafood, eggs, dairy products, legumes like beans and lentils, nuts and seeds. Try to spread your protein intake throughout the day rather than consuming most of it at dinner, as many people do. This gives your body a steady supply of the amino acids needed for muscle maintenance. As for magnesium, this mineral is essential for muscle relaxation and energy production. Without sufficient magnesium, muscles can become tight and cramped, and energy levels may drop. Magnesium also works with vitamin D to support bone health. Good sources of magnesium include nuts, especially almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin and sunflower seeds, whole grains, beans and lentils, dark leafy greens. Practical steps. Now that we've covered all these essential nutrients, let's talk about practical steps you can take to ensure you're getting what you need for strong legs. 1. Start with diet. Whenever possible, try to get your nutrients from whole foods. Not only do they provide vitamins and minerals in natural proportions, but they also contain other beneficial compounds that work together. Aim for a colorful plate with plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. 2. Consider fortified foods. Many products like cereals, plant milks, and juices are fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and B12, nutrients that can be challenging to get in sufficient quantities from natural sources alone. 4. Evaluate your sunlight exposure. While too much sun carries risks, brief daily exposure, about 10 to 15 minutes of midday sun on your arms and legs several times a week, can help your body produce vitamin D naturally. Just be mindful of skin cancer risks and follow your doctor's guidance. 4. Talk to your healthcare provider about testing. Before starting any supplements, consider getting your levels checked. This is particularly important for vitamin D and B12, as deficiencies are common in older adults and can have significant impacts on health. 5. Discuss supplementation carefully. If you and your doctor determine that supplements are necessary, be sure to discuss appropriate dosages based on your specific needs, potential interactions with medications you're taking, the best forms of supplements for absorption, whether to take certain supplements together, like vitamin D and K. 6. Combine nutrition with appropriate exercise. Remember that nutrition works best when paired with physical activity. Even gentle strength training can help maintain muscle mass and bone density as you age. 7. Be patient and consistent. Nutritional changes take time to show results. Give your body several months to respond to improved nutrition before evaluating progress. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to work with your healthcare provider on these issues. Everyone's needs are different based on their health history, current medications, and lifestyle. What works wonderfully for one person might not be appropriate for another. As we wrap up today's discussion on essential vitamins for leg strength, I want to leave you with some encouragement. While age-related changes to our muscles and bones are natural, they don't have to define your mobility or independence. By paying attention to these key nutrients, vitamin D, calcium, vitamin K, B12, vitamin C, and vitamin E, along with protein and minerals like magnesium, you're taking proactive steps to support your leg strength and overall mobility. Remember that it's never too late to make improvements. Studies show that even people in their 80s and 90s can increase muscle strength and bone density with proper nutrition and exercise. Your body is remarkably responsive to positive changes regardless of your age. Think of each nutrient-rich meal as an investment in your future mobility and independence. Small, consistent actions add up to significant benefits over time. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider sharing it with friends or family members who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on healthy aging, nutrition, and maintaining your independence as you age. We post new videos every week with practical, science-backed advice for living your best life in your golden years. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's to strong legs and active days ahead. Until next time, take care and stay well.